It had been a week since Robbay, Mia, Cynthia, and Aaron had begun their junior year. Robbay, being the cat-like boy he was, would still cause trouble. Mia would try to stop him, Aaron would intervene, and Cynthia would stand by and watch with a big smile on her face. Cynthia was the only one filled with joy by Robbay's actions. As Aaron and Mia would get tired of Robbay's actions, they came up with an idea. They decided to take Robbie out to lunch at a burger joint called Burger Darling. Aaron thought if he treated him to lunch, he would be more respected, hopefully making the boy with cat ears more civilized. It was Saturday, and it was time for our 4 junior students of Polk Hills High School to eat at Burger Darling. Robbay, Aaron, Mia, and Cynthia got to sit down. They were looking on the menu carefully to see what they wanted. I don't see tuna on the menu.
Something's about to go down, and I'm going to like it.
Do you have anything positive to say?
There's no tuna. Where's the tuna when you frickin' need it?
That's fine. Order something else.
Meow. Like what? Mia didn't want her mind to be filled with stress. She wanted to make it simple for him.
How about you try a chicken patty? You like chicken? I've seen you eat it.
Great idea, Mia. Meow. Aaron and Mia took a deep breath of relief as Cynthia felt disappointed.
Aw, man. I really wanted to see some drama. Where's my drama when you need it?
The waitress came over and took all 4 of their orders. It was like they were having a normal day.
I think everything's going great.
Robbay, are you sure you're not missing anything else? Like before you eat? Because you know what I like to do? I like to make sure my hands are clean.
Mia and Aaron looked at Cynthia like she was trying to fill Robbay's mind with corruption. You want to know something? You're right, Cynthia. Robbay then took out his tongue and began to lick his left hand. He thought with the power of his tongue, he would be able to clean his hands. This made Cynthia smile as Aaron and Mia got to notice it in shock and discomfort.
Robbay, what are you doing?
The Neko Boy had stopped licking his left hand for a moment and said, Meow, I'm cleaning my hands. Now I gotta do my right hand, if you would excuse me for a moment. He then began to lick his right hand.
Mia, it's okay. Just look away. Look, there's a TV here. Let's watch it so we can get distracted.
Aaron thought that watching the news on TV would get Mia and him to ignore Robbay as he was still cleaning his right hand.
Okay, Aaron.
She then started paying attention to the news on the screen. Mia and Aaron were hearing on the news that our pirate crew was on the run. They say the pirate captain went by the name of Ragged. No one knew what Ragged looked like because he would wear a hood all the time. But he had already made it on the wanted list of the military for being a threat and a danger to the world.
So it's Ragged again? Huh? What the hell kind of name is Ragged anyway?
I don't know, but it seems this Ragged has become a threat. That's for sure.
Mia then began to feel something on her right hand. Something she had never felt before. It was moist and smooth. She then looked down as both her hands were laying on the table. Mia saw that Robbay was trying to clean her right hand with his tongue, which had really shocked her with more disgust. Aaron got to see it too as he was feeling uneasy, and Cynthia began to giggle a bit. Mia then pulled her hands away and said,
What are you doing?
Your hands were dirty, so I cleaned them for you. You're welcome.
This is disgusting, Robbay. Now I need to clean my hands.
It was the fact that Robbay's germs were on Mia's hands. She couldn't bear that and instead had to clean her hands with something else. A man then came over and stood over the table. He had confronted the 4 students, took out a clean wipe, and said,
Here, use this. This will clean your hands for sure. Go on, take it.
Mia was surprised, just as much as her 3 other friends at the table were. But she thought it was nice of the man to have a wipe and offer it to her. She then took the wipe.
Thank you.
She began to wipe her hands and said,
Oh, that feels great.
Mia was feeling the comfort of the wipes. She felt her hands had gotten cleaner. Aaron had then recognized the man and said,
Hey, you're a senior at our school. You're Jaku.
Indeed, I am. I'm just here to help. You must be Aaron, the hall monitor. People want to see you flex. Or so I've heard.
Why the hell does everybody in our school want me to flex?
Robbay was a little unsure of what Jaku did. You know her hands were already clean. Meow.
Well, Mr. Cat Boy, I'm just trying to do my part. Plus, you've made Mia's hands even worse.
How dare you? My tongue is the cleanest thing this world has ever seen. Robbay had confronted Jaku with his pride.
Robbay, is it? I've been hearing about the stuff you do in our school, and I'm shocked that no one has put a stop to you yet.
I have done nothing wrong. I'm just being myself. I'm going to show this school that a boy with cat ears can graduate.
Well, if this was a story and you were the main character, I would be the main antagonist.
Jaku didn't feel too intimidated by Robbay. He felt he was declaring war with the Neko Boy. How are you going to stop me? Meow.
I'll stop you. This will be the story where the main antagonist wins. Why can't there be other stories like that where the main antagonist wins?
I know, right?
Jaku, I will never lose to you. Meow.
We shall see.
Before he would leave, he changed his tone from stern to friendly and said,
Goodbye, everyone. I'm Jiuku, and I'll see you all next time.
A second after Jaku left, Mia then said,
For someone who calls himself a main antagonist, he's a bit generous.
Mia didn't see the bad in him, all because he had given her a wipe.
He may act nice now, but I don't trust him. I wouldn't call him a friend just yet.
She felt there was something off about Jaku, but she didn't know what it was. Was that just an act? If so, why? These were questions that were in Cynthia's head. But Robbay had already assumed that Jaku was bad news. I'm going to go out to smoke for a moment. Robbay then got up and went outside. The Neko Boy was right in front of the restaurant where Mia, Cynthia, and Aaron could see him.
I didn't know Robbay smokes.
He does, but not cigarettes.
Robbay dug into his left side pocket and took out something nobody would normally smoke. It was catnip wrapped in paper, making it look like a normal cigarette, only with nip of the cat. He lit up the catnip and began to smoke it. He was breathing the catnip in and out of his mouth and nose. I really needed this. Catnip is great. Robbay had looked up in the blue sky and thought about his upcoming war with Jaku. Robbay didn't know what his new enemy had in store for him, but the Neko Boy knew he had to come up with ways of his own to fight back.